I didn't used to be very good with money, although I left university largely debt-free. Student loans were only around in my final year, so I only had one and it wasn't for very much. Before that, I was lucky enough to receive a maintenance grant, and this was in the days before tuition fees. When I started teaching, I never seemed to have enough money. I think I was pleading poverty, but in reality I was spending money well in excess of my salary. My newly acquired credit cards took up the slack. My money descent had begun. It would be many years until I finally acknowledged and accepted my poor money behaviours, and I'll get to that in a little while. So after a couple of years teaching, I bought a house, and I embraced spending on my house too. The mortgage, insurances, maintenance, improvements, stuff, even scatter cushions. It was a whole new world, and it all cost money, lots of money. My spending still outstripped all my income, but things had gone up a notch. My salary, some ad hoc rugby money, the game had gone professional the year I finished university, and income from some private tuition were just not enough. My credit cards took up the slack. I'm not sure how things would have turned out if I carried on like that. Actually, I probably did, and it would have been less than optimal. Then the universe rearranged itself and I took a different path. My dad had just set up his own business as a financial advisor, so after 4 years teaching maths, I decided to move back home and join him in the business, which then instantly became a family business. I sold my house, and luckily the equity was just enough to clear all my credit card debts and personal loan, which had grown to nearly £25,000, and that was back in 1999. I moved back in with my parents and saved a little. I went out less and saved some more. I bought less stuff, and the money hung around in my account for longer. And the more I helped people with their finances, the more I learned about my own relationship with money. My learning was slow and accidental at first. You don't know what you don't know, right? But over time, I became comfortable with the art of money. I eventually reviewed my past money habits. This was a difficult thing to do. My money inadequacies were laid bare. But I believe this is a necessary first step in getting a grip on your money. I needed to acknowledge and accept my money habits with no blame and no shame. If I didn't understand what had got me to where I was financially, it would be impossible for me to ever get anywhere else. So I added up all the money I'd ever earned, which was a lot, and I added up the value of everything I owned, and that was a lot less. And the difference was my spending habit. I stared at the number on the page. It wasn't pretty, far from it. But once I knew the magnitude of the problem, I was able to notice my behaviours. Before too long, I was catching my bad money behaviours before they occurred. This was the game changer. I don't think it's overdramatic to say this transformed my relationship with money. Fast forward to today, and I'm now into my 7th year of running a budget. I've got an emergency cash fund and a regular savings habit. I'm still not perfect with money, far from it, but I'm aware. And as a result, I'm much better at catching myself before spending mindlessly. Well, most of the time at least. A lot of money problems are caused by people spending money they don't have, to buy things they don't need, to impress people they don't like. Mine were. I now subscribe to Vicki Robin's definition of frugality: wanting what you already own. And if you're wondering who Vicki Robin is, she's author of my favourite ever money book, Your Money or Your Life. It changed my relationship with money. I've read and reread it several times, and if you haven't already, I think you should read it too. Now we're looking to grow this channel, so if you like this video, let's be honest, you've made it this far, so you might as well hit the like button so YouTube can help more people find our content, and subscribe so you don't miss out on our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.